Welcome to our Saturday beginner workout. This week we're going to be doing a stretch, strength, and sweat. So basically we do a stretch for 30 seconds, then a strengthening exercise for 30 seconds, then a sweat or a cardio exercise for 30 seconds. We'll do 3 rounds of that, and then we'll do 4 different groups. So let's get into a bit of a warm-up first. So if you can, get down on a mat. On your back in a T position, and then you're going to drive your knee up towards your elbow and then back down. So you're just going back and forth like this, just opening up our hip joint. Good. And we can get up. We're going to do a bit of a cardio exercise here. So it's forward, forward, reverse, reverse. So just getting our footwork going back and forth like this, pumping our arms. You're going to notice some of these, the cardio exercises that we're doing in our warm-up, we're going to have them actually come into our routine as well. Good. Back down onto our mat. Thoracic spine windmill, so T position again, one knee over top. Grab your knee with your opposite arm, and then just open up, doing full circles here like you're playing air guitar. And switch sides. Good. We're going to get back up. If you have a step or something to jump up onto, you can use it. So I'm going to show you on a Bosu ball. So you're just going to hop up and then hop down. Hop up, hop down. If you don't have that, you can just hop in place like this. Go to your own pace. Go to your own speed. Remember, everyone has their own ability. And relax. Last warm-up exercise from a mobility standpoint, on all fours, and we're just going to rock forward and back with our fingertips pointed forward. So this just works on our biceps and forearms. So you're just going to see me rock gently forward and back, forward and back. Good. And we'll get up, and we're just going to do another cardio exercise, so upper body, so jab, uppercut, jab, uppercut, jab, uppercut, jab, uppercut, jab, uppercut. 1, 2, 1, 2. Switching sides, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And relax. Good. So we're getting our heart rate up. We're going to get right into our workout for the day. So getting into our beginner workout, it looks like this. So we're going to start with Cobra. So down on our mats, hands underneath your shoulders, drop our hips to the ground, look up to the sky, and just breathe. Good. Relax. Get into a 4-point position. Hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. And we're going to extend into bird dogs alternating sides. So extend out, back down, switch sides. Out, back down, switching back and forth. Like so. Keeping in control here. So try not to go too quick. You can even pause for a nice long pause at the top if you need to. Good job. Keep it up. Good. And relax. So back into those hop up, hop downs, or as they're also known as box jumps. So I'm going to use the Bosu for this. Again, you can, if you don't have anything to jump onto, you don't have to. So we're going to hop up, hop down. Hop up, hop down, hop up, hop down. You notice that I'm gathering myself at each position. So as I hop up, I'm gathering myself. As I hop down, I'm gathering myself. Good job, everyone. Keep it up. And relax. I'm going to show you a side profile for round 2 here, just so you can get a better view. So into Cobra for round 2. So hands underneath my shoulders. Hips are just slowly sinking towards the ground here. A good modification, if you can't do that, is just go down on your forearms and just a nice gentle bend from here. So you just see I'm just hanging out. Nothing too intense. Good. Get back up into a 4-point position, and we're going to do bird dogs. So again, you can see my knees are underneath my hips, hands are underneath my shoulders. I'm going to extend out, so let's get going, and then back. So I'm trying to draw a straight line from head to toe as I do this, really pushing my heels out and lifting my arms up. So hopefully you see that straight line position if you're looking into the camera. Good. And relax. Stand up. We're going to get into a box jump again, or a little hop. So again, if you don't have it, we'll get started. You can just hop like this. So every time I land, I'm trying to land soft and quiet. I shouldn't be making a lot of noise with my feet. If you have something to jump up onto, or if you're able to, then try to. So you can see myself. I'm balancing, gathering, good. See, bounce, boom. Up and down, and relax. So we'll go into round 3. So this is our final round of these exercises. So Cobra is our first one here. So again, I'm going to show you a full Cobra here. So wrists, hands underneath the shoulders. Let's get started if you haven't already. Looking forward, or even looking up to the sky. And just getting our breath under control. So after those hops, our heart rate's probably going, our breathing might be elevated, so just try and get it under control there. Good. Relax into our 4-point position, getting ready for our bird dogs. And go. So good straight line here. I'm pausing just to show you the position, then back down and switching. So if this is too easy going back and forth, then get a good long pause at the top before you switch. Good. And relax. So we have one more round of the box jumps. I'll show you a forward position again. So as I hop up, gather, hop down, gather. Hop up using my arms in each position, right? So I'm thrusting up, pushing down. Thrusting up, pushing down. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Go at your own pace. We're almost through this, then we'll move on to the next group. Good. So quick break, and then we're going to get right into our wrist stretch. So I'm going to show this right in front of you. So I'm going to show you 3 different positions. So first one, hands clasped. And we're going to go out like this. And just hold. And then we'll go opposite way, so behind your back, handcuff stretch. This gets a bit of our chest and shoulders as well. Good. bent knee dips. So I'm going to show you off the ground first, but you can use a chair if you have one available. So off the ground, we're going to be in this posture, and we're just going to go up and down like that. So it's a nice gentle movement. I'm only moving about 2 inches, but it's really hard. So let's keep going. We're halfway there. If you need to, just take a little tiny micro break on the ground each time and relax. And now we're going to get into our jab and uppercut. So remember that from our warm-up, same thing we're going to do. So let's get in position. So jab, uppercut, jab, uppercut. Go at your own pace. One, two, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now I'm going to switch sides and show you my opposite hands. Kind of fun to play around with your coordination and relax. So wrist stretch number 2, we're just going to show like this. So we're going to start wrist down, just pull nice and gently. And let's switch sides. So this is going to work on your wrist extensors. So just getting them nice and stretched out. Good. And then we got our bent knee dips again. So I'm going to show you from a chair position this time. So if you have a chair, you can use it. So let's get going. So bent knee, bigger range of motion here, but for some reason it's actually easier on the muscles. Although if you don't have really good shoulder flexibility, you may really struggle to get as deep as I am. And that's fine. You can just go like this if you need to, which will actually probably keep more tension on your triceps. And relax. So we got round 3 coming up, or round exercise 3, so the jab and uppercut. So getting position again. So jab, uppercut. Let's go. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, and switch sides. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and rest. So we got our third one coming up now. So I'm going to go back to a wrist extension. So this is really going to work on our wrist flexors when we get into this. So just using your hand to pull it up. So get into this posture if you haven't already. And switch sides. Good. Relax. Shake out your wrists if you need to. I'm going to show from the chair again for the bent knee dips. So just getting in position here. And let's go. So dip, up, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So I'm getting nice and deep here because my shoulders allow me to. Yours might not. And that's okay. Go to your level. Take a micro break if you need to. If your triceps are sore, that's okay. And relax. Whew. And so we have our jab and uppercut to finish off group 2, round 3. So jab, uppercut. Let's go. Jab, uppercut. Jab, uppercut. Jab, uppercut. Jab, uppercut. jab, uppercut, jab, uppercut, jab, uppercut. You can see me dipping my hips here, swiveling a little bit. That just gives a little bit of extra power. Not that I know how to box at all, but any sport, it's like that. And relax. Oh, that's a good one. So next one, we're going to need a wall for our gastroc stretch. So find a wall, one leg forward, one leg back, lean into that wall, keep your back leg straight. So you have two muscles in your calf, two main ones, your gastroc and your soleus. And let's switch sides. When you keep your knee straight, you're going to stretch your gastroc. When you bend your knee, you're going to stretch your soleus for the most part. And relax. Shake out, and we're going to get into squats for our strengthening. So hip width apart, and drop down. Come back up. Drop down. Come back up. Nice equal weighting between your toes and your heels. So I'm pressing equally on both sides of my feet. I'm not getting up on my toes too much. Puts a lot of strain on your kneecaps. If you get back on your heels, you kind of lose your balance, but you put a little bit of extra strain into the back of your knees and into your hip joints. And relax. So our sweat exercise is forward, forward, reverse, reverse. So that's from our warm-up again. So let's get into it. So quick feet forward, quick feet back. Quick feet forward, quick feet back. You notice I'm trying to get quick feet and quick arms, and I have to try and talk while I'm doing it, which makes it even more challenging trying to do 3 things at once. Keep it up. And relax. Catch our breath. Then we're going to get back into our gastroc stretch. So ready, split stance, and go. So as I was saying, if you keep your legs straight, you get your gastroc because that calf muscle crosses your knee joint, whereas with your soleus, it doesn't cross across the knee joint. So that's why when you bend the knee, that targets that muscle. And switch sides. Good. And relax. So reason why we want to stretch out our calves before a squat is because it helps with the flexibility in your squat. So I'm going to show you a side profile. Let's get into our squat. So hip width apart, drop down, try to keep our chest upright. So as we go down, you'll notice that my ankles flex and your ankles flex. And if you don't have good flexibility through your ankle joint, then you won't be able to get very deep. And so your squats may look like this. And then if you try and go any further, the only way to do it is to hinge forward into more of a deadlift position. So that's why it's important. And relax. And that's why we work on it. So forward, forward, reverse, reverse, or our sweat exercise. And if you haven't been able to tell when you're doing this exercise, it's a lot of footwork. And so you're up on your toes and you're using your calves a lot. So there is a method to our madness, I promise. And relax. So that's round 2. We got one more round. So finding our wall again and getting into our gastroc stretch. So remember, when you're stretching, we're trying to calm down our breathing. So big, deep breath in. Big, deep breath out. And let's switch sides. So try and keep that up as you're going about. And keep trying to slowly slide your hips into the wall. And relax. Last round of squats. So again, I'll show you a side profile just because it's a bit more interesting. So hip width apart, drop down so you can see my back's nice and flat, and then I'm coming back up. So in doing this, I'm keeping my head forward. I'm not looking to the sky. I'm not looking at my feet. If I look at my feet, my back tends to round. If I try and look to the sky, I overarch throughout my back, which causes a lot of strain on the joints as well. So you really want to look and keep your gaze straight ahead. You can even have your hands up if you have the flexibility to do so. And relax. As you notice, I have my hands in a prayer position because my back's a little tight. And last round of forward, back, back. Pump the arms. If you watch football or used to play football, it's like a defensive back, cornerback, a safety, where you're backpedaling real quick, trying to stay in a good athletic position so my hips are nice and bent. I could turn and twist and go whatever direction I want to and relax if I needed to. So we got our last round, last group of exercises. So lizards first. So I'm going to show you a head-on view. So let's get down. One leg forward, one leg back. Hands on the inside of your leg. Lean forward. Feel the stretch in your hip flexor. And let's switch sides. Good. Onto our backs. We're going to do a reverse crunch next. So hands down to help support. Drive your knees in and then out. So get going if you haven't already. Knees should come together. Your butt shouldn't leave the ground. So I want your back to stay along the ground the whole time as well. While you're doing this, exhale as you drive your knees up. Inhale as you return back to a lying down position. Good, and relax. And our last one in this group is a standing jack. So it's going to look like this. So hands up, go to the side, hands up, the other side. So back and forth like this. Go at your own pace, get your coordination down. So this is just a little bit of a lower impact jumping jack. But if you get going quick like this, it's actually just as hard on your heart rate. So find your pace and relax. So I'll show you a side profile of the lizard this time. So kneeling position, one leg forward, one leg back. Top of my foot's on the ground here. Hands down. Drive your front leg into your triceps. And switch sides. So if you are flexible enough, you can go down onto your forearms. As you can tell, I am not. And I can't even really attempt it. I'm a few inches away. And relax. Onto your backs. Reverse crunches. So use your hands to support. Drive your knees in. Back out. In. Back out. Really focus on driving them in unison. I see a lot of this happen with people because they don't have the core strength. So really focus on keeping the legs together. It's a telltale sign, right? If you can't do that, you don't have the hip flexor or lower ab strength to do it. So try and slow it down so you can. And relax. Back up. And we're going to do our standing jacks. And go. Big full arms if you can. And again, go at your own pace. If I'm going too slow for you, then speed it up. If I'm going too quick, slow it down, right? Good job. And relax. So we got one more round of these, then we'll go into a cool down. So kneeling position, get ready to get into your lizard. So really exaggerate that pose if you can. Get going if you haven't already. Really focus on squeezing your knee into your triceps. And breathe. Switch sides. Same thing. Squeeze the knee into the triceps. Good. Relax. Onto our backs. Last round of reverse crunches. Supporting yourselves with your hands. Get ready and go. Driving up. This time, while you focus on all those other points I gave you, try and pull your toes towards your shins. So as you're doing that, I don't want your legs getting floppy on the lower half as well. So if you do that, that's going to force you to use your hip flexors a bit more, and it's using all your pull muscles. So the front of your shins, your tibialis anterior as well. And relax. Stand up. We got our last round of standing jacks, and then we'll go into a cool down. And go. Halfway. And relax. Whew. Good job, everyone. So getting back into our cool down. So TFL stretch would be the first one. So cross your one leg over your other. So I got my right leg underneath. I'm going to push my right hip out to the side that way and lean towards my left side. Good. Switch. Good. Onto the ground. Hip flexor stretch. So kneeling position. Lean into it. Whatever leg's back, that arm's coming up. Just opening up our chest. And let's switch sides. Good. Hands underneath your chest. Drop your hips to the ground into our cobra. So you should be familiar with this one. We did 3 rounds of it already. So like I said, there's some built-in redundancy. If you want to go to a more of a baby cobra, you can go from your forearms, right? Good. Now we're going to go into a child's pose. So hands forward, forehead to the mat. Let your butt sink back into your heels. And just breathe. Good. We'll do a wrist stretch next. So for that one, I'm going to go back to this one. So get your fingertips, fingers grasped. Flex out like that. So this works on your wrist flexors. And then we're going to switch and go into the handcuff stretch. And that'll get the wrist extensors a little bit as well as our chest. And we'll finish off with the neck stretch. So just grab your head, pull it gently to the side, and drive that opposite shoulder down. Good. And let's switch. Nice and gentle. Great job, everyone. So thanks for joining our weekend beginner workout. As always, if you enjoyed it, check out our Tuesday mornings with Dave, and then Thursday afternoons with Justin, and of course my Saturday ones. We have a bunch of other workouts too, so if you want to try the HIIT ones, they're quite a bit more intense, but give it a shot if you want. Those go Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday as well. And of course, we have tons of other workouts led by our awesome group exercise instructors. So check out, Buns and Guns, the yoga, the stretching, the arms only, the total body, all those different workouts that we run. And of course, give us feedback. We love to hear from you, and we hope you enjoy your weekend.